have an enrollment of 1,584 as of March 1. Okay?
Fred, I have some questions about this.
Certainly.
We've talked about it several times in the past with the architect and the committees we were on. And I went to the OSPI website myself to look at some of these things. Could you put that slide back? Yeah. I just wonder about the usefulness of this, because I really have a problem with it. I think, what is much more useful is the actual number of classrooms, the number of teachers, and the students. And we dealt with that when we consolidated these primary and intermediate schools. We didn't measure the square footage and figure out, each kid's going to get, 90 square feet, and it was how many classrooms and how many teachers. And that's how we determined that we had the room, and next year maybe we'll have room for all of them. But for example, in this school, and I'm not sure where this number came from about saying that the elementary school has a capacity of 636, because if you go to the OSP website, it says the number is 90 square feet per student. If you divide that by the square footage of this building, which is 50,900, you come up with 565 students. So we're almost there with full capacity. And then if you go down in the same site and find out what schools are actually being built in this state, it's 125 square feet per student. And if you divide that by the square footage of the building, then the actual capacity of this building is 407, which means we're 122 students over capacity. And if you come in here during the double lunch times and in the hallways and so on, it's crowded. I mean, it is crowded. So I just don't understand how, we can say that, we still have room for more than 100 more students in this building when even the OSPI website clearly disagrees, and the just the way they're being built. So I just, and you mentioned Bayview also, that they're saying that we're over capacity there, but it's because there's 4 or 5 classrooms there, and there's no gym, there's no common areas. As far as I can tell, a building like this one is pretty close to those standards, because it is, it's mostly classrooms, it's compact hallways, it has one multi-purpose room. Whereas to then compare this to the middle school and the high school, which have multiple gyms, auditoriums, big common areas, shops, all these things, I just find a lot of fault with going down and using this, and I've seen it again and again, and every time it comes up I want to say, why are we doing this? This isn't how we teach our kids. This isn't how we figure out if we have room in a building or not. So that's basically.
I understand your concern. This data is out of the 1993 study and survey and the 1987 study and survey done by Minetti and Bates and Rising. So these are SPI statistics from those studies.
Well, how is that relevant to 2010 and the state, the numbers they have now are calling for much bigger spaces than 1983. I guess. Well, I'm just, I'm getting a little annoyed that this kind of stuff is being passed off as useful information to the public.
Was this